Hello, my galactic soul family. Trying to get this screen set up. Give me a second here. Get myself situated. Okay. I think I did it. Thought about going live to do this, but it's in the morning and a lot of you guys are probably still sleeping. So I wasn't going to get a lot of viewers going live so early in the morning. So I decided to just do this video. I've been awake early this morning, you know, writing down this information. While I was writing it, I was channeling this beautiful being, not even sure who it is, came through. When I asked, after I was done writing everything down, and I asked, like, who is this? I kept getting referred back to 11, the orb that I see that I named 11. So I'm not sure if it's just one being named 11 or if it's 11 beings. So I'm not really I'm still not sure. I'm very new to this entity that I'm channeling. I just know that when the information comes in, it comes in like a blanket, like layers, like I'm talking like I am right now, and then this entity will come in and like put a pause on what I'm thinking about saying as I say it, and like push this information into into my mind, and it's just like it comes through as a like a knowing, and this being is showing me things. So if during this video, and you'll hear because I wrote it down, and I tried to explain certain things that the information that this being showed me, and I tried to interpret this information the best way that I can with my third dimensional brain. So I don't know a lot of the scientific stuff behind what I'm channeling, but I tried to explain it the best way that I can. It seems like a lot of things that I'm doing lately are divinely guided things. It's like I don't even really think about a lot of the stuff anymore. It's just like it's just divinely guided, I guess. It's a beautiful feeling that I've been feeling lately. There's a lot of things that I've been struggling with lately, which you guys know because I have shared it on my witchy vlogs when I vlog to you guys in the morning. A lot of things in my life that I'm like, I don't understand, and I vent. That's basically what my vlogs are, is venting, purging. You guys are literally witnessing my purge process in real time, and I'm explaining to you what I'm going through in a lot of those videos. So it's just been a huge purging process on a different level. I've been going through this awakening for a very, very long time, and I'm in a different level, experiencing a different dynamic of this purge, of this new energy coming in. So I'm still acclimating to it. I'm still trying to figure things out, and it's not an easy process, but I'm hanging in there, and I'm starting to see the bigger picture on a lot of the things that I was struggling with. And ultimately, I guess you just have to ask questions and try to see things on all levels, or different, different perspectives, to have a better understanding. I guess when you see things in different perspectives, it allows you to, I guess, resonate. It allows you to be able to resonate with the energy. Does that make sense? So like if I see things one way, I think that one way and I feel that one way. But if I see things with a different perspective, I have more empathy for the situation that I'm going through. I think that made better sense. So anyways, I want to talk about these light codes that are coming in. We've been getting blasted and blasted and blasted and blasted, with this energy coming in. Not all the time is the Schumann actually picking up this energy that's coming in. Not all the time is this scientific and has a science reason behind what's happening, because it doesn't. Sometimes it does, but not all the time. A lot of geomagnetic energy, just a lot of energy, you guys. Just we're swirling in like a like like a tornado of energies, just like everywhere, and everywhere is getting hit with a different energy, and it's just kind of like circulating around the planet. So what people are feeling in, like, maybe let's say Australia, we haven't felt yet. And what we're feeling here in New York, people in Colorado haven't felt yet. It's going to take its time to get around, but it's going to get around because we're circling, and these energies are circling. Some are going this way, some are going this way, and some are coming this way, and some are just it's just energy. We're just in this, like, a vortex of energy. It's like we entered this I want to say like a tunnel, like a vortex, like a not a vortex. It's like we entered a hole or something. We went through like an air cave of energy. It's like we entered this realm or something, and we're in this new place of time and space, like this new place. Like, we used to be here in the galaxy, but now we're here in the galaxy in this very magical and very mystical and mysterious um, energy that is very powerful, and we really don't know how to go about feeling it or using it because we've never been here before. I know that does not make any sense. It's very, very complicated to explain that. I don't know. The visual of that was literally just like walking in, like um, like walking in a hole that has a bunch of waves that you can see. I don't know. It's just really weird. I guess I would have to draw it. Let me see if I can do this. So let's see here. So the picture that I'm getting is more like an oval. That's a bad oval, but I'm doing this from behind. And then there are these waves going like this, and we're outside looking in, and then as we go in here, all of these waves are doing something to us, and we're inside of it, and it's waves coming this way, 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 and we are inside whatever that is. That's what I'm being shown. It's an ugly picture, but that's what I'm being shown. So um, and it has something to do with the sun and all this energy that's coming in. So as we get these downloads that come down into our body, our bodies will start to show signs of this energy coming in, that something is happening or going on within us. Our body will have a reaction to the energy as it comes in. And, this has been happening for a very, very long time, and it's been happening quite frequently as of lately. And when I say as of lately, I mean like September, October lately. We have a lot of energy coming in. We're at the point where our body is trying to acclimate to the changes. Actually, our body has always been trying to acclimate to the changes, but it seems like more energy is coming in, just a lot more, and it's coming in at all angles, and we're just like dealing with all different types of energy. So it's just coming in at us really hard, really fast, and our body's just really just trying to, like, absorb it, take it in, and get used to it, um, acclimate to it, and learn how to hold it and deal with it, and know what to do with it. this is not a smooth sailing process. It's actually a very difficult and very challenging process that our body is undergoing. This light causes some really challenging, tough side effects, especially in people that do not take care of their bodies. I've been talking about taking self-care for a very long time in my videos, and this is why. It's because of the energy coming in. And if you have an unhealthy body, it's going to be very hard to handle the level of energy that's coming in to go through your body. So a lot of people don't, it's going to be very hard for them. The side effects are going to be much, much more difficult for people that don't take care of their bodies. And that's a large majority of the human race. It's a large majority of humanity. Another thing is we all absorb energy differently. When I was writing this content, I heard that we absorb energy depending on our blood type. We absorb it differently depending on our blood type is how we handle it, and or condition or dis-ease that we created throughout our lifetime. The energy, when it comes in, the energy has to flow through through the meridian line. It has to go through all of our chakras, okay? And if we have blocks, which the majority of us do, it has to flow through the blocks that we've created throughout our lifetime. So it has to flow through all of the bad habits that we created, okay? And it takes a really long time to reverse the bad habits that we've created. Some people make it, and some people don't. And when I say some people don't, I mean they don't. They pass away, they transition, they cross over, they go to the light, okay? Some people knew they were going to do this before they incarnated. Some people had a goal to go through this process, but because of this dimension, they got caught up in it, and the vessel, the avatar that they were given, could not handle it because, the amnesia stage and all that, and they forgot who they really were, and, they got caught up in the whole 3D matrix baloney, and they were unable to complete their mission. But it doesn't mean that it's like they're done, like, oh, they failed. They can reincarnate and come back, or they can choose to help us go through this ascension process from the other side. Because of where our planet is stationing in the cosmos, it's going to allow people, humans, that crossed over to be able to assist us and manipulate energy to help us get through this process. I know that's a lot to take in, and it probably doesn't even make sense to some people, especially if you're new to this channel. It might even be too difficult for you to even comprehend at this point. But I mean, you're at the right place. If you're new to this channel, welcome. And don't give up just because the information doesn't resonate at the moment and it doesn't make sense to you at the moment. Just keep searching for information that's going to resonate with you. So moving on, our planet is literally entering a different part of the galaxy or cosmos that that it has not seen in like millions. It could even be billions of years, but I just know it's a long time, like eons, eons, and eons of years. Okay, our planet was in this energy, this very magical place that we're entering. And I call it the Age of Aquarius. A lot of you guys call it the Age of Aquarius too. The Golden Age. Our planet was once in the Golden Age as it circles around its orbit, and it takes many, 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 many years, lifetimes, for it to go through some of its cycle. And I believe we're entering a portion of this cycle that is very magical, and not like hocus pocus magical, like real magic, like real mystical, magical, a mystical, magical place. It's you can't even begin to comprehend where we're going, because as a human race, we've never been there. Our consciousness has, but as a human, we've never been there. I heard that when I was doing this, I heard that we were, I feel like I have something on my lip, that we are entering a magical place in the cosmos, a place where the gods and goddesses once mingled. They mingled in this energy, and that I always hear Atlantean. It's like our goal or our mission or is to reveal Atlantis or something within that energy those Atlanteans had. Those gods and goddesses, those mystical creatures, fairies, mermaids. My cat's trying to come in. I shut the door and she's like scratching at the carpet trying to open it. Literally not even shut. I'll just push it with her paw and she'll get in. But yeah, so our planet is returning to a place that humanity has never seen, but to a place where gods and goddesses once mingled in when they lived on this planet eons ago. Okay. Um, and I want to say like giants and mermaids and fairies and just mystical creatures that are in like storybooks that people make up, but I don't think they're made up. I think these are real beings, real creatures that once roamed this planet. And these fairy tales that people talk about are just old lore, old. It's what used to mingle on this planet. I mean, why would that even be so hard to comprehend? I mean, we cannot be the only species that's ever lived in the cosmos. Okay, there's got to be something else out there. I mean, if we're out there, something else has to be out there. We just don't know what it is yet because we haven't reached that level of consciousness to be able to comprehend that beauty, that light information. I believe it has to do with coding and information held within light, frequency, vibration. All of this is a frequency. And if you're not tuned into the right frequency, you're not going to have a clear channel of communication or information coming through to you. So there's a block, literally, there's a block. Um, so getting back to the planet and where it's going and where it's flowing, uh, it's literally like magic. Magic's gonna flow through you um, as we continue to ascend, as the planet continues to ascend in this area of the galaxy, this area of the cosmos. This magic, this new energy, this new light is going to start to flow through the planet, everything on the planet, all the humans on the planet, all the animals, then everything nature, birds, bees, rocks, trees, everything. Everything is going to go through this ascension process, okay? So magic will flow through you kind of like how water flows through the rivers. It's just going to wash through you. But like a river, if there's rocks in the way, water what? It flows in an opposite direction or different direction to continue the flow where, it's going where the energy is guiding it to go. And your focus or your goal as a human is to clear out some of those rocks that are in the river so that your flow, your water of energy can go smoothly down the river instead of veering off and creating puddles and floods and stuff like that. Try to look at this with an imagination. Try to hear me with an imagination so you can understand what I'm literally trying to say to you. I hope that I'm coming through clear and that I'm not sounding like I'm talking, you know, airy fairy bullshit. I don't know. It's really hard to interpret sometimes what I'm being shown and put words to it so it makes sense. And then I feel like I start to sound a little weird or whatever, but just try to hang in there with me, okay? Um, Everything that's happening to humanity right now, everything that's happening to the planet right now, the direction is love. The direction is beautiful flow of consciousness, of colors and magic, and full of gods and goddesses and all the magical creatures you ever heard about as a child. I feel like that's where humanity is heading. Try to eliminate the airy fairy feeling about that. Try to have an open mind about where humanity as a consciousness is going. We're at the beginning stages of this transformation, of this change, of this ascent. So we may not see this whole process play out in our lifetime, but we are literally the pioneers to this change that is happening on our planet right now. We will be the ancestors someday that people are going to talk about. We're going to be those ancestors that paved the way for future humans, which are not going to be very human anymore, but they're going to resemble what a human once looked like, but they're probably not even going to be called humans. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to use the word human. We will be looked at as the ancestors that paved the way for the future humans, whatever humans are going to look like in the future. They will talk about our human carbon transfer to the crystalline body, taking form, and the transformation to take that form, and the process to go through that transformation to take the form that our future humans are going to look like future humans. Future! I'm like, we're at the very beginning of this process. Most likely we will not see it in our lifetime unless something happens and speeds up the whole thing and our planet goes through like some wormhole or something strange. I don't know. Anything is possible at this point. I just feel like what I've seen in my life, it's just like, I feel like anything is possible, literally. Anything that is mind blowing, that's like off the charts crazy, could literally possibly happen. Anything. I mean, I just seen a red ball of fire fly through the sky, a couple of them, a month ago, and I shared that experience with you guys. I've seen like the strangest things in the sky. Literally, you guys, anything is possible. I can see things fly off my shelf. Anything's possible. If little orbs of light can come up to my camera and hover and they're intelligent, anything is impossible. Anything is possible. Nothing is impossible. It's all about how you look at things, okay? And where you are mentally. We are literally making cosmic history. We are divine beings making a transfer on a very, very, very dense planet, okay, under the control of darkness. So we don't have favorable things on our side. We have very unfavorable shit against us that's making this whole transformation very, very difficult. And I feel like we've human race, humanity has been trying to make this transfer, this ascension for a very long time. It's just that every time we get to that, at the top, almost to the tippy top of that moment that we're going to transfer, boom, something happens and the darkness wins and they bring us back down into this state of fear, and they have control of us again, and then, they program us on how they want us to live so that they can feed off of our fear and control us. And I feel like we are climbing this huge mountain again, and we're at the tippy top. And right now, at this day and time, I feel like there's a lot more people that are consciously aware that something else bigger than us as humans is happening, is going on. I do believe that more people are more aware of the dark, the light, the good, the bad, evil, love, stuff like that. And, they all have a different, perspective of it, even a perception of it. But at least this time around, more people are actually aware something strange is happening. So here we are again as a human race, coming to the tippy top, and who knows what's going to happen next? I guess it's we just have to play it by ear. We have to just stick together and um, remain in the vibration of love, and try to not let fear stop us from actually getting to the top and conquering this, succeeding. So, anyways, as the planet goes further, into the shift, we will become more consciously aware of what and who we truly are. If we can succeed to go to that tippy top, we will, as a human race, all become aware of who and what we truly are. A lot of us know, but not all of us know. More and more humans will wake up as we continue this ascension, as we continue this climb, as we continue to shed awareness. And if we can do that, that's why social media is banning so many truthers, because even though these truthers are talking political stuff and stuff about vaccines and stuff like that, they're actually bringing awareness to your conscious reality that's expanding your mind and triggering you to research, search, and those triggers that are making you research, search are helping your DNA to remember. Even though you're not aware that you're remembering, it's literally helping you remember who and what you are. Even though, again, I'm going to say this, you're not consciously aware of who or what you are, but deep down inside, subconsciously, it's waking up. It's starting to shine. It's like a little pilot light getting bigger and bigger and bigger and growing into like this big, beautiful bonfire of light. So as long as we can continue this ascension and this climb, humanity will start figuring out who and what they truly are. Okay. What's happening right now is the fall of the cabal. That's what a lot of people are talking about. It's the fall of the cabal, the illumination of darkness that's on this planet. The fall of the cabal is literally happening, unfolding in front of our eyes, and people are starting to become aware of it. So I feel that, we will not totally conquer this whole change. The darkness will always find another way to hold on. I feel like they're going to hide for a while to blend in, and it's going to seem like we conquered the darkness, but it's not that we conquered it. It's just that it's blending in, it's hiding, it's lowering its head and waiting. But I also feel like there's going to be a better balance between light and dark. It's not going to be darkness that's very dark and evil. It's going to be a nice, healthy light and dark balance that is universal. Now implementing, I feel like they're going to implement their dirty work and present it to us as something new and exciting. That's how the negative entities are going to rear their head. They're going to hide for a little while. They're gonna make us feel like we've conquered them. There's gonna become this healthy balance in a way of dark and light, but darkness is always darkness. And depending on humanity and their level of consciousness and where they're at in their heart space, depends on where the light or where the darkness could go after that. So if we don't remain in this healthy level of love, in this healthy level of empathy and joy and happiness, if we don't remain in this service to others energy, and we start to fall backwards, become selfish again and egotistical again, and we fall out of neutrality, the darkness is going to find a loophole to get back in, because they're always going to want to conquer and have control. So I feel like once we kind of like quiet it down, or like lower the level of negativity on the planet, it's going to present itself to us like advertising, and it's going to present things to our new reality as new and exciting. um, I'm seeing like people advertising new things for humanity, and it's going to create a human race that is half human and half AI. I feel like they're kind of doing that now, but they're not, it's not out there yet, like out there to the whole collective. There might be a handful of people that are dealing with this now, but it's not like it's being marketed on TV. I feel like someday it could be marketed on TV that if you drink this product, or you inject this product, or you wear this product, you're going to be half human and half AI, and they will sell humanity eternal life without death, like eternal life in the body that you're in without having to transform and go through this whole transformation process that I feel is most likely going to get more difficult for some of the human race. So it's kind of like selling you eternal life without death. And that's the message that I was receiving, and that's I had to kind of I had to interpret it the way I was seeing it. So I feel like that's the best I could do with what they were showing me. Um, I feel that we are in this test phase of everything that's happening. Um, the vaccines play a huge role into all of this. It's kind of like becoming a vampire in a way, with no death. Like vampires, they don't die. It's eternal life, eternal life without a soul. That's kind of like what I'm seeing, what they're showing me is that. Um, the whole AI portion of the human body will somehow um, take over the human aspect of the human, and feed off of that human's consciousness, and not just consciousness, DNA too, their essence, and literally reprogram the human DNA and turn it into something inhumane. Um, I don't know the science behind it. I don't know if there's already something in the works going on with what I just said. Um, I feel like TV is kind of giving us soft disclosure of this, with all those weird movies about putting consciousness in the back of skins, or wearing different people's skins, like this is your skin, and if this skin gets sick, you could go and buy another skin and become, you know, um, somebody else, or wear your consciousness inside somebody else. Like I feel like the movies that they're putting out is like some sort of a soft disclosure, preparing us for this in a future lifetime. I feel like this is in the works somewhere around the world. Like somebody knows about this. Like this is a thing already. It's just not a thing for all of, the mass collective to know about. They're not like promoting this on TV or anything right now, or the radio. It's not something you can go out and buy right now unless you're like a zillionaire. I believe that some zillionaires are literally doing this shit. These are the images that I'm seeing in my head, and this is how I'm interpreting to you guys. Trying to explain it the best that I can. We're literally in a war for our soul, and it's important to know this. And it's important to protect your soul, protect your body, and just protect your memories, the memories that are instilled in your DNA. And it's important to just stand in the vibration of love. We have the ability to achieve something similar to what the darkness is trying to create. They're trying to create this half human, half AI. We are like, that is a synthetic version of what we're literally doing right now. They're creating a synthetic version of what we are transforming into, or trying to transform into. We're transforming into this crystalline being, but yet the dark forces are trying to create um, a synthetic crystalline being, making them half human and half AI, and they're going to sell you on how wonderful it's going to be half human and half AI and never die without having to go through this whole transformation, go through all of these issues, the pain, the confusion, all of the side effects, all of just everything that's happening. They might even sell you on the fact that you don't die and you don't reincarnate and you don't lose your memory, and it's just an easier, faster way to be, or whatever. I don't know. I just feel like that is waiting for us in our future, and that's what was being shown to me, and that's what I'm interpreting to you is what was being shown to me. So I hope that makes sense. We can live forever with a light body, and our consciousness, we will have this beautiful glow of light that surrounds us. We will be fiber optic colors of, and those colors will represent our energy, our emotions, our way of being. And I think I've spoke about that in other videos. I think I even brought my little Halloween doll in here and showed you her fiber optic lights to show you guys what I was literally seeing when I saw us in the future as these beautiful beings of light in our crystalline body. We were human, but we were also light, and we communicated to one another with our energy that was illuminating from our bodies. Our human brain is just not capable of processing what we are becoming. That's why we have to go through this transformation to become what we're becoming. I even telling you guys this information, a lot of you guys might even have already left and said, you know, this woman is just like lost her fucking mind. She's a wacko. For those of you that have stayed, it's because something that I'm saying is resonating with you guys. Even though it's resonating with you, it's still very complicated for some to totally comprehend and process what I'm trying to relate to you guys, the channeling that I received. And maybe I'm not interpreting it in the best way, but I'm doing it in the best way that I know how. With my third dimensional brain, okay? And it's I wish that I could just plug you guys into my brain so you can see what they're showing me, and it's just it all makes sense inside of my mind, in my vision field. Like when I see it, it all makes sense. It all makes perfect sense. But telling it to you guys is like, is there another way that I can explain this so it literally sounds better? I promise you guys, I'm not a wacko. I might be a little nuts, but I'm not a wacko. Or maybe I am. Yeah, I cannot even explain what they show me beyond the colors of what I'm seeing. It's like at that point I can't even interpret it anymore other than what I've just said to you guys, that there's so much more that I wish I could tell you. It's just there's no words to put to what they're showing me. And I remember hearing channelers say that, and I used to say to myself, like, how could you not put words to what they're showing you? I finally come to that in my life. Now I understand. There, it happens. There, literally, spirit is showing me something that I can't put words to, and I totally understand now. And it's just beautiful. And I hope that everybody that's listening has an experience that I'm experiencing right now, so you can see what I'm seeing. And you guys all have that ability to do that. All you have to do is ask for it. Now I'm picking up on information from a source, and I'm not sure who this source is. I don't know if it's 11, if there's 11 of them, if one of them is named 11, but there's a different source of information coming. There's information coming in from a different source that I'm used to. I'm not used to channeling with this being that's giving me this information. This being has not shown himself to me, him, her, it. It's just like information coming in. It's just a knowing that's coming in. I'm just being flooded with this information from this being. I know it's being, but they don't show me who they are. They're just giving me information. It's a feeling. And they're showing me pictures and emotions and scenarios, and they play it out so I can see it and understand it. And I think they do it that way for me is because that's the way I understand. Do you understand? Am I making sense or am I confusing you guys? They said to me that they're not sure that humanity wants to transform fully because they feel that humanity is not ready yet. They don't think that humanity really wants what they say they want because they don't really truly know what they want because they don't even know what it is that's happening. Like to the point where I can't even explain to you guys past the colors of what I see. Like I can't even explain to you and interpret that past what they're showing me. I can't interpret that to you. So humanity doesn't even really know what they want because they don't even know what lies ahead because they can't even comprehend it. They don't have that ability right now where they are consciously. Maybe if we raise our consciousness more, this information will come into us and we'll be able to process it and understand it, and somebody will be able to explain it better. But humans don't know how to live without everything that we've created in our lives and that keep us entertained. And I'm talking about the kind of music we listen to, the TV we watch, the way we live our lives, the habits that we've picked up. Like, are we really ready to let go of all that? We've created this whole illusion that we consider to be entertaining, fun, you know. Are we able to let go of that level of entertainment and fun to move on to something else? Will we be able to enjoy life at that new level? But in order to get to that new level, we have to let go of what we're currently attached to. We have to let go of all of it to fully transform as a species, to go together as one. And so many people are like, oh yeah, we're going to transform. We're all one. We're going into this together. But I don't think they understand the extent of going into this together as one, because there are billions of people on this planet, and it's so many different personalities, and some of them are not even human. So this is not an easy process. This is a transformation process. It's going to take a very long time to move into. But we are at least at the cusp of awareness. So that's a plus. In the meantime, we will continue to receive these light codes coming in from the central sun. These light codes benefit um, all of us, the good, the bad. It benefits all of us, even the people that are not even consciously aware, even people that are bad people, even people that are evil people, people that are loving people. This is going to benefit animals. It's going to benefit everybody and everything, the good, the bad. It's how it's transformed or used that matters. So we're going to receive these codes. We're going to receive this light no matter what. It's how we use this information that matters. I hope that makes sense. For those that are consciously aware, can utilize it to their advantage. That depends on the being's advantage, the human's advantage, the human's perception, the human's awareness, the human's intentions. Okay? Good human, bad human. It depends on the human. It depends on the being. Okay? That is why the vibration of love is so crucial. That's why so many people are talking about it. And that's why fear rules this planet, because if we figure that shit out, it'll make the process of this transformation so much more easier. It might even make it so much more faster. Now, as these light codes come in, they create side effects. And I talk about it all the time. These ascension symptoms, these side effects. You know, our human body is constantly trying to acclimate to these light codes, to the light frequency that we are being downloaded with. Even even though you are being downloaded with this divine power, it is the programming that will affect it. The programming that you were programmed your whole entire life, it depends on the programming, the way you were molded as a human being, okay? That will affect this light coming in. Think light and dark, love and fear. Don't let the illusion cloud your perception, okay? Don't let the illusion cloud your perception of the love. Don't let fear take over your life. Don't let fear take over your ascension process. Don't let fear conquer you. Don't let fear rule you. The negative beings, the Illuminati, the Cabal, whatever they're called, the low vibrational beings, is using fear to reprogram all of us as a collective, okay? As the light comes in to benefit us, it also comes in to benefit them, okay? So depends on the being and how they use it. They can use this light as part of their agenda. We can use this light as part of our growth. It just depends on how the entity uses this information, these codes. These codes are information. Depends on how they use it is what matters. Again, we are in a war for our soul. This is so very important to understand. We are in a war for our soul, okay? As we are being downloaded, our mental and emotional body will start to acclimate to the change, to all of these changes that are coming in first, and those are our mental and emotional body will be the first thing that starts to acclimate to these changes. Then it will move through the rest of our dense third dimensional 3D carbon based body. As these light codes come in, we start feeling these really awful, horrible, challenging symptoms, intense symptoms, because the light is literally detoxing and flushing out dense matter. I did a video on this. I talked about it. I went into detail about this. This light is flushing out this dense matter. As our planet shifts deeper into the cosmos, we need to become lighter. Okay, it's part of the process to become lighter, or we will get crushed. And when I wrote this, I was like, wait, crushed? And that's just what they showed me. We will become crushed. Our dense matter will crush us or make us feel like we are being crushed. And actually, when I was writing this down and channeling this information, I felt pressure of my spine go like this, like it would be crunched like that. And that was not a good feeling. So they kind of gave me an example of what it would feel like to be crushed if we don't become lighter. And it's not a good feeling. And it all takes place from the lower part of your spine pushing, like a crushed feeling, a sore feeling. And it's not a good feeling. It's actually pretty painful. Again, I do not know the science behind this. I'm just trying to interpret the visual that spirit is showing me, and it's kind of difficult. If you guys are understanding this, then that's awesome. Because me saying this out loud, I feel like I'm just confusing a lot of people. But for those of you that have followed me a long time, I think that you are in tune with me, and you've been coded with my codes, and you have a connection with me, and it's not so hard for you to understand me just because you've connected with me, and that connection has a nice even flow. But for those of you that are new to my channel and haven't connected to me, and the frequency is a little off, and it's just like, oh, you don't vibrate with me, then I don't know what to tell you. Go watch my earlier videos, or go find somebody else that you resonate with, and come back to my channel when you've been on your path long enough to understand what I'm trying to say. And I don't mean that in a negative way. It's sometimes information is a little too advanced for some people, especially people that are new to this. Now, once the light clears our cache, like a computer, it will make room for new updates. Our blood holds the memory of these updates. It always has. That's why our blood is like gold. So our blood holds these updates. They hold these memories. Now, the VAX, I don't really want to say because I don't want my video to be taken down, but the VAX, okay, is a light destroyer in a way. It's like a blood virus, okay? It's it overrides or overwrites our blood, our memories, and it clears it, or it erases it. I was being shown our blood with information taking out of it, like it was deleting information from inside of our blood, and it was showing me like these little microscopic weird little shapes being taken out of our blood, but these little shapes were holding crucial memory. And by getting these, VAX from, like the FLU and the, from childhood VAX that you always get, I feel like whatever they're putting in there is erasing or clearing out the memory that is stored within our DNA, that is stored within our blood. Especially the new FLU and the C, virus, VAX. I have to talk cryptic because everybody's channel is being taken down, and I know I'm not a big time channel or anything, but I really don't want this video to be taken down because, I took time this morning to create this content and write it down and channel, so it would just would be pointless to put this out there just for it to be taken down. So I don't want that to happen. So stick with me, okay? I'm being cryptic, and if you don't understand what I'm saying, rewind it and then listen again and try to understand the little hidden messages, okay? The Seaver virus and the FLU and the F or the F, the VAX. What is VAX? Say it out loud to yourself. Okay, got it? Get it? Good. Okay. I even heard some people's channels were taken down even when they spelled it out. So hopefully AI is not listening. Again, I'm not a big time channeler anyway, so who knows? Maybe they won't. But I think that there's something in the algorithm that's looking out for these talking points. And when they hear these talking points, they automatically take down the videos because a lot of truths are being told and a lot of people are being shadow banned. I did notice for a couple of months that my subscribers were disappearing. And again, I don't have a lot of subscribers, but I lost like 400 subscribers. I'm like, where the hell did they go? It's either I was a sucky channel and they were like, unsubscribe, or I don't know, they were just YouTube's way of eliminating. I don't know. Anyways, I don't care. As long as I resonate with at least one person, I really don't care. It's not like I'm getting rich doing this. Like, I rarely make money doing this. Every once in a while, I'll get a check for monetizing my videos, but it's because I only have like 2,000 subscribers. It's not a lot of money. Like, I couldn't pay my mortgage, doing this channel unless I, gained more subscribers, but I don't know. I would love to do this for a living. And if I did do this for a living, then I would definitely put out content every single day. But because this is not my main source of income, I can't focus on doing this every single day, even though I would love to. But anyways, getting back to the FLU and the VAX, I feel like that FLU VAX is erasing our memories, our DNA, and stuff like that. You'll know, getting back to light codes, you'll know that you're receiving these light codes or these upgrades is when your thoughts will make you aware of this high vibrational information that's coming in. You'll start to notice your thoughts, your beliefs the belief paradigm. You'll start to be more curious about spiritual development, spirituality, your spiritual path, the path that you're on. Are you even on a path? Your journey. You'll start to be curious about ascension. What is ascension? You'll probably start to look into um, reading your horoscope, because a lot of people start off with reading their horoscope, and then they go from horoscopes to numerology. It seems like that's how it starts, horoscopes to numerology. At least that's what it was for me, and a lot of people I hung out with, it was like that for them too. It's because these light codes will trigger your subconscious mind. It will trigger you to look up at a clock at the right moment, and you might see 9/11. That's how it started for me. I was triggered subconsciously to look at the clock at 9/11. I didn't know what it meant, but at the moment I looked at it, I felt fearful because it said 9/11, but I didn't know what it actually meant. But I did feel like my heart start to beat a little bit, like, what is that? Like, I was aware that it was something, I just didn't know what. And then I started to see it every single day, sometimes all day long. And it was just crazy. Like, it got to the point where I started to cover the VCR. This is a long time ago. So when I had a VCR, cover it with like a VCR tape, or and then I would take the clocks down in the house, digital clocks, unplug them. Then I would start to see as addresses and license plates, and just randomly all over the place. I literally thought I was going insane. But it's not just one number you'll see. It'll trigger you to look at the clock when it's 11:11, or when it's 4:44, or 3:33, or 4:11, or 1:44, or 2:22. And all of these are codes. They're transmission codes. They mean something to you. They don't always mean the same thing for the whole collective, even though they do have a generic meaning. But these codes mean something to you, and a lot of people that see these numbers tend to flock together because they're part of the same soul journey. So these numbers might mean the same thing for this group of people, but this group of people over here sees a totally different set of numbers. That's why it's so important to journal. When you're seeing these numbers, write it down. What were you thinking? What did you just say? What did you just do? What were you doing? How did you feel? And be very detailed in your information. Even go deeper, like, what was the moon cycle? Was there any spikes on the Schumann resonance? Is there any geomagnetic storms? What's happening, out there on the planet? Get very detailed in this information as you journal, and look back at this information, in 6 months or a year. And doing that will help you put these puzzle pieces together, and it will help you to interpret what these numbers mean for you. Okay? And when you are triggered to look at the clock and see these numbers, this will start to happen to you quite frequently. You'll start to take notice of this phenomena occurring in your life all the time. It may guide you to look into numerology, and to see what it all means. Why are you seeing these certain numbers? What do these numbers mean for you? You'll even start to recognize your emotions change. You'll notice that there's a change in your personality, in the way you feel. You'll probably start to notice a pattern with these numbers and strange phenomena that will bring you love and joy within your life. It will make you so sensitive, you'll cry. You'll cry over the strangest things. You'll cry when you see a bird land and perch on the fence and just like chirp and look at you, and you'll just start crying. And you don't know why you're crying. You just feel this overwhelming love within your heart, and you'll just feel this love that'll just make you cry. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a beautiful thing. You don't understand it, but you can feel it, and you accept it, and it is what it is. It's just love. Okay? You may not understand it, but it is opening up your heart chakra, and you are experiencing true unconditional love and joy of what the earth is made of. That's true beauty. That's true love. That's true unconditional love and joy. That's God's creation, or source creator's creation, or however you identify to the creator, or what the creator is to you. That is creator's creation. Okay, that's the creator's love. Creator made it fly and sing. It's like an ad lib to the other sounds that surround us on this planet. It's music, it's life. Life is music. It's sound. Life is sound. Life is vibration. It's a frequency. Okay? You'll also start to notice that mainstream media or rated R movies, scary movies, and hostile environments make you feel very uncomfortable or sad or depressed. And then suddenly you'll find that you're no longer into watching, the rated R movies that you used to love and enjoy. You'll start changing because your vibration is changing, and you'll stop watching that stuff that makes you feel a certain type of way that lowers your vibration, um, because you'll become aware that it lowers it, and now you are suddenly aware of this and you don't enjoy being in that lower state of mind, in that lower vibration. Your physical body will also change. It will give you a hard time to shift at times, especially if you're not taking care of it. It's a lot of dense matter to break through, lots of human years of trauma to correct on a very slow, dense planet. Okay, it's a long, drawn out, dense process. It's a lot of dense matter. The light has to travel through. It's like it's like shining light through thick mud. You're not going to see the light because the mud is too dense and thick. And if we're not taking care of our body could seem like thick, dense mud. That's why light has such a hard time breaking through, the meridian lines to get through, to go through this path, because it has all of this dark, like sludge, thick mud to travel through. So that's why it's so important to take care of your body, because you don't want to have a body that is like thick, dense mud. The light has to travel through this and clear it. And if the the more blockages that you have, the more clearing that you have to go through, and it's going to cause you to be more uncomfortable. It's when you are receiving these downloads or light codes, is when you'll experience symptoms like dizziness, confusion, um, things like light and sound may start to give you headaches and hurt your eyes and ears. This will most likely create a bad migraine. That's why a lot of people have bad migraines. May also experience issues with electronics around you, or like your computer, your laptop, your iPad. They may freeze up a lot on you or even break. Lights may blow out or burn out. Your cell phone may glitch a lot, and it's all because of your new higher energy force. As the light moves through your body, you'll experience a lot of changes, but also your pain. It's inevitable. You're going to experience pain. You'll most likely experience a lot of aches and pains. This is your body's way of trying to acclimate to this new energy that we are receiving. We are in a wave pool right now, a wave of energy, this weird portal of energy. We're getting blasted constantly by a new wave, and it feels like we're getting blasted by a new wave every single week. Plus, we're battling man-made waves as well. Microwave waves, cell phone waves, um, electrical power waves. There's all different. The five waves. It's important to get into the sun, the actual source of energy, to help you get through this and acclimate and cope with what's happening to you. So get into the sun, even if you have to sit by a window so that you can receive the, direct energy from source itself. The man-made waves is trying to block us from getting these codes. And I feel like that's why we have a lot of those chemtrails in the sky. I feel like they do that on purpose to block us from these codes. But no matter what man does, or the lower vibrational entities, no matter what they do, they cannot stop this process. They can just slow it down, but they can't stop it. The reason why some people go vegan is because it helps connect effortlessly, and get this information much, much more easier. But, that's a choice. It's not for everybody. Not everybody has to become a vegan. It's definitely a choice. But eating green is part of and when I was writing this, I heard photosynthesis process. It's like, it does something within our body when we're sitting in the light, the way it does for a plant when the plant is outside all day. So the more greens you eat, it's like you become a plant in a sense, but you're not. You're a human, but you become the way a plant is. Does that make sense? That definitely had a really hard time interpreting. It's just, yeah, maybe that's why they said it's part of the photosynthesis process. It helps, but it's not necessary to become a vegan, but it definitely helps. But it's encouraged to try to implement more greens into your diet, and it will help, with the flow of energy and connection to energy. Also, water is very important. But I want to back up really quick. I've been taking spirulina capsules, and I do like my vegetables, but I was guided to start consuming spirulina. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it has something to do with holding the energy better within my body from the sun. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Also, water is very important. I always tell you guys, stay hydrated. Drink water as much as you can. Don't drink soda. They stress this. And when I say what I was channeling stress this. Don't drink soda. Stay away from soda. Don't drink coffee, even though I don't have coffee, and I don't think I'm ever going to quit coffee. But I have no sugar in my coffee. So I am, I'm trying. But I don't drink soda or anything like that. I only drink water and coffee. But they're saying drink water, not coffee, not energy drinks, not teas, but water. Water, 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 water. I drink my coffee, like I said, but I also drink my water. I drink a lot of water. I heard cut out the energy drinks, cut out the soda, and also cut out unnatural juices. Don't buy juices. If you want to drink juice, get it from the fruit itself and juice it yourself and drink it that way. Drink it as natural as you can, because they said it's harming you. What they put into it is harming you, causing disease within your body. Even if you don't think it's harming you right now, it's going to harm you. It's going to cause inflammation and disease in your body, especially those energy drinks. I stopped drinking those like 8 years ago. I was hooked to those monster drinks, and I don't drink them anymore because I was just guided not to, and I just listened. And they're just so bad for your heart and your blood and your gut health. It's just horrible for you. You have no idea. Soda too. You have no idea how bad soda is for you, and especially diet soda. It's probably worse than non-diet soda. The fake sugar can cause cancer. So you just avoid soda if you can. Soda and energy drinks and stuff like that. That's what they stressed to me. Soda and energy drinks, they stress that more than they stress coffee. I'm not just saying that because I like my coffee. So I stopped drinking that crap years ago, except for my coffee. But because the sun is getting blocked by dirty frequencies, man-made frequencies, we are also dirtying the whole planet with these frequencies. It's surrounding us in this bubble. These dirty frequencies is surrounding us in this bubble. And I don't think they meant like us on this planet with a bubble around us. I think they meant like the planet and what's circling around us. And then they showed me Saturn, like a ring of Saturn. And that's how these frequencies are circling us. But it's going this way, and it's going this way, and it's going this way, and it's going this way. We're just muddled in this dirty energy that's surrounding us on this planet. So it kind of affects what surrounds our planets as well, not just our planet itself. that um, it's definitely affecting right outside the planet and other planets and stuff right outside. I see they were showing me they were like connecting to other planets. They were showing us they're showing me the dirty energy and how it connects to the other planets and how the other planets are trying to protect themselves from our man-made dirty energy. Um, I feel like some of our dirty energy is creating magnetic pulses or activating magnetic pulses on the planet. Um, Sometimes the sun has to supercharge, like super. I've seen the sun go like this, pulsing and charging up. This is what I was being shown in my mind, charging up and then blasting us with this solar wind, you know, towards the earth to break through some of those dirty waves that surrounds us. And I don't know why I keep saying dirty waves. That's just how the information was translated. So that's what I wrote, dirty waves. I think the beings that I channeled, they call it dirty waves, dirty energy. But um, that is how we get some of our downloads is from the sun blasts. But there is a downside to that scientific. There's a scientific downside to that. Those blasts that are coming through to break through the dirty waves is the downside or downfall of all that is that some of that energy that comes from the sun that's blasting towards us that is literally hitting us and we're absorbing what we're absorbing is harmful radiation. It's harmful for the human avatar. It's a tit for tat kind of thing. We need it, and that's how we're going to get it. It's an alternative to get it. It's the sun's way of breaking through the the dark lower vibrational what the dark lower vibrational creatures created. It's the sun's way of breaking through that to get to us. It's like the lower vibrational beings created this firewall around our planet, around Gaia, and trapped Gaia in this low, dense energy. And the sun and the other planets are fighting and using their cosmic power to break through, you know, the prison that our planet was put in. It's sort of like a prison. It's like an energy prison. They are they're literally hacking the codes, and the sun is breaking through the hackers. The sun has to be a hacker in a way and break through the other hackers that's literally hijacked and hacked the planet to communicate with us, so it could help us raise our vibration, so it could download us and give us the codes that we need as these human beings living on this planet. It's all vibrational, it's energy, it's frequency. Even our everything is energy and frequency. And for example, the way our planet has shifted through the years, we were moving into a vibration of love, and I feel like that was like the 60s, 70s, and like earlier when I talked about going up the mountain and then we were ascending and then you know we failed. Um, I feel like since we failed, now we're ascending again, but since we failed, everything has changed. Even our music, the way music was created, has changed. Um, it had a vibration or frequency of love to it, and now it's just totally low vibrational and very cruel, disrespectful, crude, disgusting. They definitely lower the vibration of humanity, talking disgusting about women and just degrading. It's just gross. It's such a low vibrational energy that's surrounding us. It's just sad. Same with TV. They get us again by, you know, pushing fear constantly to us through commercials, news, politics, everything that's being aired on TV, scary movies. A lot of the human race has no freaking idea of what's going on out there. They just living life like I'm a human, la la la, gotta go to work, excuse me, make this money. You know, they have no idea that we're in a huge war for our soul. We're in a war for our freaking soul. They will try to take it, the lower dimensional entities. They're going to try to take our soul any way that they can. And it's up to you guys to just wake up and change, especially if you're watching this video and you are now aware, okay, I have to wake up and change. I have to be a better human being. I have to stand in the vibration of love. I have to share this love. I have to hold this love. I have to hold this light for humanity so I can help change. Chances are, if you're watching this video and you've made it this far, you are a freaking light warrior. You're not even a light worker. You are a light warrior. You're a light worker too, but a lot of a lot of light warriors will probably make it to the end of this video because it's kind of like a light warrior 101, I guess. But yeah, humanity has to wake up and change how they see and hear the world around them. We were born into an illusion that we created eons ago, and we just keep reliving it, different aspects of it, but we keep reliving it, reliving different timelines of it. It's a constant nightmare that ends when you take, the red pill and you jump into the first rabbit hole that you see. That's when it ends. When you start to wake up, become aware. Your muscles, your bones, your blood, your organs is being forced to hold more light, moving out of this dense matter to a crystalline body. That's your goal. And that's why it's painful, but that's your goal. Making you feel like you weigh 100,000 billion pounds sometimes. And I feel like if we don't change that feeling of being heavy and weighing us down, that's that feeling that you need to release something or you're going to get crushed. Remember what I just said a little while ago about being crushed? You don't want to be feeling heavy and sore. You need to release and let go. The light is pushing out dense matter, third dimensional dense matter. It's waking up and repairing the light inside your DNA. The universe is creating a multi-dimensional being. That's us. We're multi-dimensional beings. We're transforming into multi-dimensional beings. We all integrate differently. Some of us will feel these symptoms intensely and some will not. It's because some are further on their path when they incarnated back to continue their path, to continue their journey. They incarnated with memory. That is why I feel that doctors force parents to their children once they're born to receive so many, okay? A lot of these kids are receiving a lot being born in 2020. It's sickening. Don't erase your child's memory. Don't let anybody erase your child's memory by, giving them these, okay? Or they will grow up void and moldable to be programmed by these dark beings. So remember that and take that into consideration. As I end this video with you guys, I want to tell you guys I love you. Stand in your truth, stand in the vibration of love, and protect your soul, protect your children. If you're, a new mom, don't let them do these things to your children and give them these things. Don't let them poison your mind. Don't take these things. I'm only telling you this because I was guided to tell you this. There is other alternative methods that can keep you safe and healthy, and in yourself is not going to help you at all. Okay, it's not safe. It's not the safe way. It's not the safe alternative. There are other ways. Okay, I love you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry for some of the cryptic talk, and I'm sorry if some of the interpretations were a little difficult. They were difficult for me as well. Yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Some people have hit me up for tarot card readings, and I'm actually waiting for some replies because I like Cash App because it's quick and it doesn't take a fee versus PayPal takes a fee. So if any of you guys would like a personalized tarot card reading or numerology reading, I really do prefer Cash App, but if you don't know what it is or you don't like to use it or you don't trust it, it's totally understandable. I also have PayPal. If you feel guided to donate to my channel, that would be amazing. Even though I can't live off of donations, but it would still be amazing. Um, what else? But my favorite donation, and all of you guys know this, especially the ones that have been following me, are time donations. I love time donations. Love time donations. People have painted me pictures, written me cards, letters, just stuff. If you sell things and you're a creator and you need help promoting your whatever it is that you made or created, send it to me. I will advertise it. I mean, I don't have 100,000 followers, but I have 2,000 people that I could talk about it to. If you'd like to sponsor me, hey, that'd be cool. I've never had a sponsor before. Um, but yeah, totally. Like, for instance, and I'm gonna get it. Hold on. I got these waters and oils from Spiritually Bad to the Bone, and they cleanse a person, place, or thing to get rid of negative energies. I use this one a lot more, as you could tell. I also have an oil over there that I use, and I put it on my body, especially when I have pain in my body. But I have a lot of amazing things that people have sent me, and I always share what you guys send me. Phoenix just wrote me a letter. Phoenix received the, thought I heard knocking at the door. Phoenix received my devil's weed that I had in my front yard. I sent some seeds out, some seed pods. I actually just cut down the whole plant and cut all the seed pods off, and then walked around my property and just planted a bunch of seed pods other places around the property. So hopefully next spring, summer, I'll have devil's weed everywhere, or the moonflower. They're called different things. They're very, very beautiful plants, and I walked around and planted them everywhere. I can't wait for next year so I can see them all around the property. But I did mail that out, and Phoenix wrote me back to tell me that um, that they received the seeds, which was awesome, and we may become pen pals. I have new time on my hands now. My hours were cut at work significantly. I'm down to like 20 hours a week instead of like 45. So I will have more time to create content for you guys and do videos for you guys. But I also have more time with my family. So new changes are ahead, and I'm just dealing with everything that's, coming through for me. And doors, there's a bunch of doors, closing, and completions and endings and graduations for me. New cycles are approaching, and new doors are appearing. So there's new things in the works. So I love you guys. That's all I have for you. Sending you guys all kinds of love and light and blessings, positive energy. And again, getting back to the readings, the tarot card readings, I prefer using Cash App. But if you don't have Cash App and you like PayPal, that's totally fine. So I'm available for tarot card readings, numerology readings, and coaching. If you guys need help, you know, some advice getting through this ascension process. I love you guys. Take care. Mwah, 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 mwah.